Hello. Today is super quick. So we start with 2 Kings 21 verse 17, 2 Chronicles 33 verse 18, and we're just going to read one page and we're finished for the day. So the other events of Manasseh's reign, including his prayer to his God and the words the seers spoke to him in the name of the Lord, the God of Israel, are written in the annals of the kings of Israel. His prayer and how God was moved by his entreaty, as well as the sins and unfaithfulness and the sites where he built high places and set up Asherah poles and idols before he humbled himself, all are written in the records of the seers. Manasseh rested with his fathers and was buried in his palace garden, the garden of Uzzah. And Amon, his son, succeeded him as king. Amon was 22 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 2 years. His mother's name was Meshullemeth, daughter of Haruz. She was from Jotbah. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, as his father Manasseh had done. Oof, too bad. Amon worshipped and offered sacrifices to all the idols Manasseh had made. But unlike his father Manasseh, he did not humble himself before the Lord. Amon increased his guilt. Too bad. Wouldn't you, if you were a father and you were saved by the Lord, wouldn't you turn and tell your kids, hey, this is huge? Wow. And maybe he did. Maybe he did. But Amon chose not to listen. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, as his father Manasseh had done. Amon worshipped and offered sacrifices to all the idols Manasseh had made. But unlike his father Manasseh, he did not humble himself before the Lord. Amon increased his guilt. As for the other events of Amon's reign and what he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Judah? Amon's officials conspired against him and assassinated the king in his palace. He was buried in his grave in the garden of Uzzah. Then the people of the land killed all who had plotted against King Amon, and they made Josiah, his son, king in his place. Josiah was 8 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 31 years. His mother's name was Jedidah, daughter of Adiah. She was from Bozkath. He did what was right in the eyes of the Lord and walked in all the ways of his father David, not turning aside to the right or to the left. Neither before nor after Josiah was there a king like him, who turned to the Lord as he did, with all his heart and with all his soul and with all his strength, in accordance with all the law of Moses. Yay! Finally! Finally! He had really good advisors, apparently. I love that. Or so many people have encounters with the Lord. Age 8 seems to be a really key year for people to have major encounters with the Lord that changes their lives. And so maybe he encountered the Lord. I don't know. Nevertheless, the Lord did not turn away from the heat of his fierce anger, which burned against Judah because of all that Manasseh had done to provoke him to anger. So the Lord said, I will remove Judah also from my presence, as I removed Israel, and I will reject Jerusalem, the city I chose, and this temple about which I said, there shall my name be. And that's all for today. It's super short. And tomorrow we read Zephaniah, one of the prophets. And I think we read all of Zephaniah, which is only 3 chapters. So thank you for joining me. I love you so much. It's fun to read together. So thank you. I appreciate that. I look forward to reading with you tomorrow. Bye.